Hi there, Nate Urandi, Orion Training Systems. So the IAAF is applauding CAS for denying Russia's appeal to have their athletes banned from sport. And the IAAF is commending CAS and calling it a victory for leveling the playing field in sport. Now, if there's a larger handful of bullshit that can be slung, I don't know where to find it. Think about that. Basically, the world loves a good versus evil story, right? And who's the more recent villain from a country perspective than Russia when you look at the entire Cold War and the US versus Russia? So while this is propagated mainly in the States, it's a worldwide thing as far as Russia being the villain. But think about this. So Russian athletes, to a degree, were banned from competing in the most recent Olympics. When you look at the medal haul, the US, Great Britain, and China all well outpaced Russia in terms of medal haul. So what does that say? If Russia has statewide, nationwide sponsored doping, yet was thoroughly outpaced by three other countries, what does that say about the three other countries? And don't think this is the only time this has occurred. Think back to 2012. Jamaica, it was found out, basically instituted virtually no out-of-competition drug tests. And Renee Ann Shirley, who was in charge of Jamaica's anti-doping testing back then and a staunch anti-doping advocate, became so disenchanted with her position that she resigned. She couldn't believe the corruption. Then think back to 2015, even more recently. You have Kenya, where you have athletes paying bribes to governing officials in order to hide the results of positive drug tests. So this is a worldwide epidemic across the sporting world. Do not for a second think that your own country or your own heroes or your favorite sport is clean in any way, shape, or form. And that's what the premise of this particular post is. If you have those rose-tinted goggles on, you gotta take them off. You gotta look. You gotta look at the precedents set by countries, by sports, by particular athletes. And then if your heroes are outpacing those particular athletes in those particular sports from those particular countries, there's probably a fish you need to start smelling. So I'll leave you with that. We need to stop the hero worship. We need to absolutely glorify those results that are worthy of it. But chances are the vast majority of the results that we do glorify don't deserve it whatsoever. Happy training. Leave your comments below. Until next time.